Hello, senior Aries ladies. Welcome to your reading. So today we're here to do the health checkup readings. So before we bring you your message, let's bring you some music to fill the soul and the space. Well, hopefully you think that it fills your soul. But yeah, while I select your decks and get them ready, we're gonna pump some music. Okay. All right. So this is Luciano. Yeah. I need to turn it up. My life has been filled with ups and downs, and sometimes I didn't know which way to turn. But when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, 'cause I will never give up my pride. Broken down inside, I never give up my pride. Oh, I never give up my pride. I never give up my pride. So, enjoy the music. Alright. So, senior Aries ladies, health checkup reading. What do you want them to know?
I'm in my second home,
Babylon commercial.
Beautiful here. What's really?
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dr. Blueprint. From the school band, alongside the Royal Philharmonic.
So this is Luciano performing with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Full concert.
Shrimp salad.
What did you say?
Shrimp salad. Great idea.
It tastes good too. Who could it be now? Knocking on the restaurant door. I'll put the link to this in the description box. I recommend you check it out. Da, 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 da. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh. Ulterior motive. Ulterior motive. Yeah, man. Lucy say, I know will tell you that they love you, but they got an ulterior motive. Personal gain. Alright, senior Aries ladies. Welcome once again to your reading. So let's see, what does God want you to know about this? Take up this a teeny bit. What does God want you to know about this health issue? Is it a physiological one? Is it a psychological one? It looks like it's psychological from the cards that I got here, but let's see. Could be social, a social issue. So let's see. Okay, what does God want you to know? Oh, we got coward. A coward is someone who is afraid. So the underlying issue, we got eavesdropper and peeping Tom. Interesting. Then we got amiable. And then we have hater coming right after that. And we have a stalker. Oh, it's a racist. Okay, so your issue is someone in your life is pretending. So someone in your life, they pretend to be more than they are. And they seem to be paying close attention. Or is this you? So is this the Aries woman, or is this somebody? Okay, so somebody is stalking you, and that is taking you outside of yourself. You're a little bit worried about it. It's uncomfortable. Let's read on. Pretender, poor, boring, disappointed, stylish. Oh God. So it's jealousy. And this person is of a different race than you. So whatever race you are, the person that is stalking you and making your life very uncomfortable is because they're just a hater, because you're fabulous. So by making you unsettled in your mind, so it is a psychological illness, and they're causing it. So by making you unsettled in your mind, it's throwing you off your game. So you're not being able to express yourself as effectively as you would if you were in a happy mood and you felt light and free, okay? So they're turning you into a coward. So it's probably like you're afraid to go out. You're wondering who's outside looking into your house, who got your phone tapped and shit like that. Well, I tell you what, they are watching you, but God is watching them, and God is watching you. So if you want to talk about peeping Toms, everybody's peeping, okay? And don't tell yourself like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I say everybody's peeping. They're peeping on you and God peeping on them. You think that God don't see what's happening in your life? Just because God hasn't moved yet to fix your problem, God is giving this person enough rope to hang themselves with. That's how God moved. God said, blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, nor standeth in the way of sinners. God said, don't stand in the way of the sinner. Why? Because you need to give them a chance to do the crime. Because if you catch them before they do the crime, they're going to say, no, man, you're just thinking things. But when they caught in the act, they can't deny. So sometimes you have to give people enough rope so they can hang themselves with it. And that's what's happening. That's how God moved, right? So people like to say, what? Where was God when blah, blah, blah? God is right there, allowing people to make their own choice. So this person that's choosing to stalk you and make you feel afraid to live in your own skin, God is giving this person chance after chance after chance to change their direction. And once they end up not changing their direction and the timer run out, then God can come in and do whatever is to be done. And I think that the time is near. That's why this message is coming out now. So just know that God got a good eye on your situation. Okay? God is the helper of the helpless. Remember that. Keep that energy so that it makes you open to accepting that type of miracle coming into your life. If you choose not to believe it, then God is going to depart from you. But if you choose to put your trust in God, God will not let you down. That's how that works. Don't watch the fact that I'm young and think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I've lived enough life to learn how this thing goes. And what I do for a living is study life. Everything. Let's get your next message. That's why God gave me this job. I could talk to the children, I could talk to the adults, and I could talk to you, the seniors. I didn't go through all the madness that I went through in my lifetime to not know anything. I went through it so I could come and do exactly this. Be the voice of God. Because a lot of people, they praise God, but they don't understand God. I'm here to help you guys to understand God. And by me helping you guys to understand God, I have learned so much from your stories that is helping me to understand God even more. Trust me, the way that we perceive God, it's not very accurate. We're missing a lot. Because you have to remember, God is the author of good and evil. So the same God that is so holy and said to love and what, that same God will burn your whole city down. Sodom and Gomorrah. So life is about balance. God is watching. God is with you. God is giving this person ample chances to change their direction. So your job is to endure. They say the race is not for the swift, but who can endure. So your thing is to allow yourself to be the bait at this time. Okay? Because when God is ready to strike this person, they will have had enough chances to correct themselves. And since they refuse to correct themselves, God will correct them and you will be set free. God is using you right now to catch them. See? Look at that. God is giving them time to correct their mistakes. But anyway. So, we got Take the Lead coming out, but it was in the reverse. So, let's see. Does God want you to take the lead? Belongs this way. Nope. God is like, don't do anything. That's take. Oh, stop biting me. Flies. So this is take the lead. But God said no. Just a little while longer. Don't do anything. Try and have some peace within your soul, but don't try and correct anything. Because I want them to stop themselves. I shouldn't have to come in and stop them from doing this foolishness because they know what they're doing and they know it's wrong. So God has got a close eye on whoever this is. They most likely do it to several people. And it's because they're poor of mind, they're bored, they don't have no life of their own. So they making other people's life a misery is what they do for fun, for kicks, to make themselves feel better. Not realizing that the reason why they don't have a life is of their own is because they're so fucking mean. So they're living in that stupid vicious cycle. How are you gonna be mean like that and expect people to want to be your friend? So God is giving them a chance to correct their mistake. So that they can live life to the fullest. They need to treat people right. God says have faith. See, make necessary sacrifices. So that's cutting things off that need to be cut off. God said, don't do anything. This is not about you. This fight is not about you. You're just the subject of this torture. You're the subject of this. And it's like, sorry for putting you in this, but I had to use you. Because I built you to manage in these type of situations. If you look back at your life, you'll see how God was preparing you. You can manage. It's uncomfortable, but you can manage. And God needs a strong soldier like you in this position to deal with this matter so you can help to get this person on their right track. So right now, it's not about you. It's about saving this one from their self, whoever that person is, helping them to keep their commitments. So you're good. You're good. God said, don't do anything. I see what's happening. I know what's happening. Don't worry about it. I am watching over you. They can only come so close and no further. They only have authority to do what I allow them to do. But they need to use their free will and pull back on their own. Because if they ever make me have to get up off my throne to get them, they're not going to like it. So you, just chill. You're in good hands. Aries. Just relax. Let's get your advice. This person is jealous of you and they don't have a life of their own. That's a terrible combination. But they're mean. They're racist. Being a racist means that you're hating people you have absolutely no justification to hate. Just because you claim say that their skin color mean that they are inferior to you or they are worse than you in some way. It's ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, surrender. God says surrender. God says allow it to happen. So if you thought that I was telling a lie, the take the lead card came out in the reverse. The surrender card come out to tell you just chill. So if you didn't believe me when I said, because I feel you not believing me, you know. That's why I love to use oracle cards. So that you can see for yourself. Let me show both of them. I'm recording with 2 phones right now. God says surrender. That's your advice. Allow it to happen. You're not alone. Have some faith. Because this is the herald of change. This is the underlying issue. God is trying to change this individual. But God just needs to use your body, your existence for a moment in order to help another person to find their way. That's how life works, and people don't understand. So people would get into things and they wonder, where is God when blah blah blah? Where is God? God is it's only because we're trained to look at life from a selfish perspective. It's not always about us. Right now, God is using you to help save another's life. So you will be rewarded for your service. Okay? So herald of change. So God is trying to bring in this change. Obstacles. Connectivity. And the fates. So this is someone writing their fate. So it's like what we put in is what we get out. Right now you're being asked to have confidence in your magic. And they're gonna find confidence in their magic too. If they choose to discipline themselves, that will have changed this person's life dramatically. And if you choose to have confidence in your magic right now, because your magic is the will to endure. Your magic is the ability to see and know that this person isn't treating you right, and you hear what God is telling me to tell you. I'm using you right now so that I can help to get this person to change. I'm teaching this person, but I'm using you to get it done. You'll be free in a moment. So if you don't mind, I'd be very happy if you cooperate. Surrender to this journey. You will have helped to change someone's life. The same way, when the tables are turned, God have used other people to help to change your life in different ways. So God uses us not only to make our own life better, but to make other people's lives better. All right? So have confidence in your magic, because there are treasures hidden in the shadows. So in the future, you'll be rewarded. And if this person find their way without God having to get up off of his throne, then they will be rewarded too. And what will you be rewarded with? Well, there's unlimited possibilities. Like, what do you want? It's like getting paid for your hard work. God needs you to have radical acceptance right now of what is taking place, okay? It's for the sake of clarity and organization. Not just in your life, but in this other person's life too. So please, don't do anything. Just try and be as happy as you can, and know that when it's all said and done, you'll be rewarded for your troubles. Okay? It sounds crazy, but that's because they've never taught us to see God in this way. But only God I call on when I'm doing my reading. So if something come out and I allow God to take over my body and my mouth and my mind, to take over my being when I do these readings. So if I say something, it's not me saying it. It's God saying it. Because if I'm saying something wrong, God will stop me. Or if I catch it after the video, I'll come back and correct myself. But I think that happened once when I allowed my emotions to get in the way. But I've learned my lesson. So even though I'm going through what I'm going through, my job is to not let it affect my work. You see? So come on, we're strong beings. God didn't make no. God made us in His image and likeness. Don't insult God. You can manage. Look at what they did to the Christ, according to the stories. Christ went through a lot, you know. So this is a take up your cross and walk with me type of moment for you. You will be rewarded. That's why I said tarot, doing this has taught me so much about who God actually is and how God actually works through us humans. And this is the reason, because we don't understand God and how God works, that's the reason why we question God and we curse God. And say God isn't real, God wasn't there when blah 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 blah. That's because it wasn't about you. The question is, what happened after? What did you learn? What did you gain from the experience? You have knowledge that other people don't have a clue. Well, most other people don't have a clue what it's like. Do you know what power you got there? What you should do is start to get creative. Write this stuff down so you can make movies. So you can write plays, write books, write songs. Express your creative genius. Use your mess to make a message that make you some moolah, some money. Yeah. Don't just go through your struggle and cry. Go through your struggle and win. Okay. So advice. So the first thing we have is mother. Post online. Grandmother. Ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend. The underlying issue is a phone call and the stopping by. So are you being stalked by your ex? So they keep calling you and stopping by your place because they're jealous of you. They're jealous of the fact that you are moving on. They see you and they're envy of what they see when they see you. So you broke up with them, and when I was shuffling this deck, male friend popped over as well. So this is a man who's trying to make your life uncomfortable because you want nothing to do with him anymore. So he's trying to treat you like crap. So God's advice with these cards here, we got mother, post online, and grandmother. I'm going to have to get clarification for this. So it's like God wants you to tell somebody. Mother, post online, grandmother. Let me see what God is saying to you with this. We need clarification for this so I can understand exactly what you're trying to say. To the Aries, senior Aries lady or ladies. What are you saying? Where do I find that answer? I need to make some new cards. Okay, so explain it to us the best way that you possibly can. Where do we get that from? Okay, so the answer that we're looking for in its exact interpretation, I don't have it in any of my decks apparently. So, well, for you, none of my oracle decks. So we're gonna bring that message out of this deck because this deck explains it as best as is possible in a way that you also can understand it. So I may have to incorporate some intuitive downloads. Unity and the Nine of Autumn. So these two cards wanted to show themselves. So Unity and the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is being single and independent, and unity is being together. So those are opposite energies. Princess of Spring. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. I'm getting this is what that person wants. So this is the issue. Okay, so let's clarify. What do you want? What do you mean by mother post online and grandmother? Who is the mother? And then post online and then grandmother, like, what is that? What are you trying to say? Let's see. Yes, I'll take me over hills and the valleys. Yes, I'll find me a place to be free. Yes, I'll take me far away from the city. Mother Nature calling me. All right. So the card that best clarifies what God is trying to say here. Okay, so the first card that came out was the Two of Winter. So it says indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you. You, rather than trying to please others. Make the choice that's best for you. I think that's very clear. Then it says feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So it's like one part of you know what you should do. One part of you know who you should reach out to. So your spirit has been telling you to reach out. I don't know whose mother. Is it your mother, your grandmother, or somebody? You need to tell somebody. Okay, let's see the next one. It says eight. Did I show you the card? No. Let's go closer. You can read it, hopefully. All right. So that's the Two of Winter. Then we have the Ace of Autumn. I'll show you that one. So it says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. So somebody can tell you what to do. A very successful project, a happy change in your career. So I'm getting reach out to this person. There's somebody that you've been thinking about telling about what's happening here. God is saying tell them, because that will help to bring balance to what? The underlying issue, which is the Ten of Wands. Being burdened, heavily burdened. So let's see what the balance card says. It says take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. So don't get it wrong. Don't act out of your emotions. Okay? Do what is actually best for yourself. So put everybody else's feelings aside right now, because that's the right formula to help. Because remember, God is trying to change this idiot from behaving like a damn fool. So put yourself first, because he thinks you're a coward. So this is your opportunity to stand up for yourself. You haven't been taking the lead. So now God is advising you to take the lead. And the lead is not having to do anything with him, but rather talking to these mother figures or mother figure. Mother, post online, and grandmother. So post online is you're putting something out there. Okay, so contact them via whatever means. At the bottom of the deck, we had a phone call. So you need to tell them how this guy has been behaving towards you. Don't hide it. A lot of people, they tend to do that. When they're in domestic situations, they tend to hide it and make excuses for the next person. No. No. Speak the truth. Okay? So the 10 of Wands, it says, ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So it's time to ask for help from others. So God wants you to invite some other players into this situation. So now this is a test for you to see how brave you are. This is a test for them to see what they would choose to do in the circumstance. So God, although God is motivating you to do something about it, God wants you to still remember that you're just bait in the trap. Okay? So you can sit back and watch the show too. Just know that you're protected and you can watch and see who these people. You're going to know who's your friend. You're going to know who's a true coward. And you're going to see this thing play out. I'm telling you, get your book and your pen so you can write some stuff down. This will make great information. You can't make this stuff up. You know God's the best storyteller. Don't make this go to waste. Save the information and later on you can use it in some kind of creative endeavor. Whatever you do, put it in that. If you're an artist, paint that shit. Put it in a book. Put it in a song. Write a skit. Put it online. And if the grandmother doesn't listen to you, put that shit online. Tell everybody. Yeah. Call his name and say exactly what he's doing. Yeah. So try going about it the civilized way. And anyhow these people decide they're not going to help you, put his ass way out there on the internet so everybody can see. And if you can take pictures, if you see when he's there, take little videos and gather your evidence. And make a folder, a photo album or whatever of the videos and the pictures and any text messages he sent you and collect that. That's your evidence. Okay? Right. So, God is going to change this person one way or the other. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you think I was being rude to you a little bit, I apologize. It's because I'm kind of fed up with people looking at me as though I'm not who I say I am. It gets annoying after a while, you know. And yeah, I don't have no tolerance for it anymore. So that's the reason why I exploded in that manner. So hopefully we'll get to know each other better and you'll know when God sent me on here, it's serious business. This is a generation where advice and information that wasn't available to you or to us before is here now. Because I do readings even for the young people. Do you know how many young people grew up without proper guides, proper people to proper role models, people to teach them, you know, little tricks and trades about life. It was hard, and this is a generation where now there's information out there for every age group to help you deal with your own circumstances that life has been throwing at you. So yeah, I take what I do very seriously, and I do it so that people can change their lives for the better, because that's how we heal the world. That's how we make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Yeah, so I wish you the best with your challenge. This is our school, and that is your assignment right now. You're in a, what would I call it, a human relations class. So you're about to learn different things about how humans relate to each other. So like I said, take your notes. It'll benefit you at some point. Don't just go through this. Don't just go through this and not end up getting anything out of it afterwards, you know? So gain the lessons, yes, but also put it in some kind of creative endeavor and make some money and teach other people. But it's like you get paid for your struggles twice. God did say you're gonna be rewarded handsomely. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, Aries. I wish you the best.